it's you. We're glad to see you. Come on in.
Today we're doing the favorite soap of Mel from BBS Live.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
And we're glad you're here.
Thanks
Come
for
on in.
coming.
We're going to talk about shaving stuff today. And our mention is something we found on Amazon.
Good old Amazon.
I kind of noticed that with my aftershaves, you put some on your hands, you do that with it, you do that with it. And then you wash your hands. Like you're kind of wasting the stuff that was on your hands. So we went over to Amazon and found these. There's a link right here. These come up to just over $1, about $1.50 a piece, right?
Yeah.
There are 6 that come in this particular package. And here's how they work. I was a little confused at first. This inner part comes out and you load up your splash in there. And then you put it back in here like smarter, and you put this in your pocket or in your bag or whatever, and then you've got it to go. And you're not wasting the aftershave you're putting on your hands.
And it really does help like aerate the scent.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Wakes it up beautifully. And somebody even was talking about how you can damage scent notes by applying friction to them. So this is another way to just let the fragrance sit right there.
Because not all of the aftershave bottles have an atomizer you can attach. So if you don't have that option,
like most of ours don't. Just the EDPs do.
Right.
But the aftershaves don't. So, y'all, the other thing we thought about was getting little stickers, but the name of whatever the splash is in there.
You could organize them how you'd like.
It's our hypothesis it'll make them last longer. So, hey, put in the comments if you have something similar like that. And what's our soap today? I'm excited. It's New Artisan Day.
It is. And we have heard this one since the beginning. Everyone's like, okay, out of the favorites, which ones you should do? And this one kept coming up.
And we know with Classic Aftershave Month, Seaforth's a giant name in this business. So I'm so excited to crack this one open. Let's meet the soap. All right, so we wandered over to spearheadshaving.com, and I'm reminded Seaforth Spice was a very classic aftershave and cologne. It was sort of on sale every year alongside the Old Spice.
Gotcha.
So like at Christmas, it was like, are you a Seaforth guy or are you an Old Spice man, right? So yeah, I'm excited. By the mid-1960s, Seaforth's customers were ready for a newer, fresher shaving experience. As the original users of Heather and Spiced neared retirement age, a younger generation became a key demographic. A new generation was less traditional than their fathers, and the market was ready for a departure from the heady scents of the 40s and 50s.
In 1966, Seaforth launched Sea Spice Lime to adapt to the changing times. The scent was lighter and more vibrant than the earlier offerings. It leaned on the uplifting scent of lime for a more leisurely and carefree appeal. Spearhead's Sea Spice Lime reimagines this classic scent.
This is really cool because we just did Fresco from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, which was Old Spice's fresh.
Right.
That came out not long after. So I wonder if both of those original companies realized they needed to do something for the next generation.
Less of the Spice Zone and more of this younger kind of crew that wants their scent.
Because Old Spice Fresh doesn't have lime in it. So that's not like the prominent.
No, but it is a greenish kind of vibe.
Right, it's green. So
a lighter, fresh kind of scent.
They both this was their reinventing for a next generation, right? The scent for Sea Spice Lime was developed by Sean Maher of Maher Olfactive. Zingari May, the master and the watchman was done by Sean Maher. It is both hearty and utterly refreshing. A juicy lime accord is at the heart of this fragrance, with the froth of waves crashing over the deck, providing a salty ocean and cedarwood undertone.
Wow.
Ooh, and then we've got some scent notes
I mean, we should have called it there,
Wow.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Right? I mean, I know one of the things we're discovering in this classic aftershave month is just how good these things really were.
Right.
And we were kind of talking yesterday about how, if you were Seaforth and you were going to come up with your third ever fragrance, it kind of better be good, right?
Like, if you're already known for 2 bangers so far that are classics and in everyone's house.
You only have 3 now, and you're going to release enough to cover the entire country before anyone has smelled it. It had better be good, yo. So
a scent that has to cover multiple people. You know, like if there's not many out on the market, whatever one you come up with, you want to get more people that can fit in that genre.
So they have to be utterly crowd pleasing. And I think Old Spice Fresh really did that. So I'm really excited to see where Seaforth took their formula for the next generation.
Well, and it's interesting. It's almost like if you just know Spice is more like wintry, kind of woodsy, heavier scent.
And this is more
and
springy,
seasonal, like this
summery.
could be more spring, summer. I don't know. Like if those are what they have to pick from, I guess we gotta get our noses on it, but
and we want to thank Maggarts for actually having these in stock. Let's unbox it. All right, the box from Maggarts. Let's see what we got.
There's a lot in here. No peeking,
y'all. Yeah, just some future episodes
this box
hiding in
will
here.
be back.
Ooh, it's
but
a
look at that
package,
green.
y'all.
Wow.
Beautiful sea spice.
See, and it does say on the label at the bottom. Do you see? It says the Spearhead.
Right. So they must have taken over Seaforth in the 80s, right?
And they do have a side label. For those who like the side label here, we are fans in our
I
locker.
love the side label. And I love that at the beginning of our journey, we started asking all of our new friends, hey, what's your favorite soap?
Right.
And I love that one of our friends, Mel, that's got a ton of them. And boy, his nose is educated. Right. He will point you all the time back to this one. So I was like, okay, you know what? Hold on. Sometimes the classics are that for a reason. Let's have a first impression. Yeah, I'm just excited because I thought this was just going to be like a lime forward scent. I didn't realize it's actually classic aftershave with a lime hit to it.
And it's sea spice lime, so it's not just a lime. It has that other stuff in there already.
Yeah, and it's our first Seaforth, so I'm kind of excited because I know Old Spice is so beloved by me anyway, that to smell the other one, like the one that was its direct competition, I'm kind of excited because I think they're both an oceany kind of smell. I don't know.
Well, you're definitely learning with this aftershave month. Like, there are some history to this.
Okay, I want to see your face.
You sure?
Yeah, you do it first. Here we go. Okay, Mel, this is for you, buddy. Okay,
and I am a fan of more of the citrusy stuff, so I'm curious where this is gonna.
Okay, I'm excited.
Right, a new artisan to try. Here's the. Or for those who like to request that.
Lovely white pour.
It's very white.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
take it in.
Keep your nose to yourself for a second.
Yeah, okay. Oh, she gave a little extra whiff at the end there.
It was exactly what I was kind of hoping it
was. Is it? What is it? Okay, what is it? How much lime is it?
It's there, but it's not the first hit for me. There's something more from the white side. I don't know what. It's not a musk. It's
I was sure lime was going to hit you first.
No, it's more like that zest of it. But it's definitely prominent. It's there.
Yeah.
But it's not like when you take a squeeze of lime in front of you.
Right.
It's not that intense.
Okay, so what's the Seaforth part?
I do get that sea foam, and I can tell. But it's kind of like when we opened one and it had that soda fizz.
Right,
you could
like
smell the fizz.
Right.
Right, and it's that same thing, but with the sea foaminess.
I want to try it. Okay, here you go. I'm excited. This is more than the sum of its parts.
Yes, no, I'm with you. It's and it almost has like a masculine cologne hit at the end.
You're making this sound too good to be true. Okay, hold on. I can take this in. Here we go. Nope, you're right. You're right.
Okay, good.
This is way more than I was expecting, y'all.
That's why I took such a long whiff, because it just kept going.
Now I get it. Now I get why Mel, who's got hundreds of soaps, why this is his favorite.
And if he lives in Florida, I can totally see coastal vibes from it. You know?
Wow.
It's classy and it's timeless somehow.
I love it. Okay, so for me, the Seaforth part, I totally get that it's a classic cologne. I even get that it's a little aquatic, but it's way cleaner than Old Spice for me.
Yes, I agree.
Way cleaner, way in the lighter spices. I think Old Spice kind of delves down into the darker ones.
Yeah, more herby,
This is more those lighter aquatics. I totally get the ocean waves. I get a little bit of the salt. I get a little bit of those beautiful organics that you smell at the beach. I don't know how better to explain that. But
I can get why it came out at a time where fresh came out.
Right.
Because it does have that similar clean, but they're different. And you could still buy both and have two different things. But it's that similar category.
And you know what's cool for me, y'all? I don't know if I'd necessarily pick this out as lime.
I agree.
I pick it out as a gorgeous, balanced citrus. Is that what you're getting?
But that's why when you asked how limey it is, and I was like, well, actually, I'm not sure.
How limey is it, right? Whoa.
It's super refreshing.
Balance. I almost can't imagine this without the lime.
Yes.
Whoa.
And I'm immediately somewhere new. I am on a vacation or something. It is not what the coast here reminds me.
This is the kind of thing that wakes you up to and gets you going. Yeah, no, this is not our local beaches, y'all.
Right.
So if you're from Northern California or you've ever visited, no,
different type of beach.
Our ocean. This is more what I experience like in the Bahamas. This is more like
something like that.
The Florida beaches.
I feel like if I wanted to be refreshed instead of having a coffee, if I just needed a little more zest in my step, like this is something I would vibe just by smell alone.
And is this an interesting thought? I'm trying to think in my brain. Oh, is this a warm or a cool scent? Because Old Spice is definitely a warmer scent. Right? Is this more cool? And then I thought, you know what? You know what this is? This is a cool scent on a warm day. So the same way, our oceans around here are always 54 degrees. They're pretty cold. Yeah. So when you jump in the ocean for the first time, the beach might be crazy hot, but when you jump in that ocean,
chilly,
it'll get you. It'll let you know. So what I love is that I can feel that warm, hot, beautiful day, and I can feel the cold brace of the ocean. But it smells more like a Florida or a Bahamas.
And I feel like whoever's around is having a great time. Like the energy and vibe is a happy-go-lucky kind of fun time.
And that line clicks so beautifully with those other scent notes. I'm even having a little trouble picking them out, except for maybe a cedar.
Is that what it is?
A cedar? What's the wood?
I was just going to ask you if you could figure out what
it's
the white
a wood, and there's
is.
A green in there. There might even be a little musk.
There's a different type of spice. I know it's in the title, but when I think spice, I don't think what I'm getting here.
Right. You know how potato is technically a vegetable? I mean, it's that, right? So it's not this, when you hear spice, it's not the spice
and I'm
expecting.
not getting, I'm not getting the darker, herbier spices. Right. It's a different, brighter.
Yeah.
Like in some of the barbershops, we had like a white patchouli or like it's going to be something different like that.
Along the lane of a mint without being a mint. It's something lighter, but definitely like deep, but lighter, right?
I mean, I'm assuming, I know it's because it's the sea foam. I get like a salty vibe, but that's not what it is necessarily.
No, but actually, hold on. That's a really important point because y'all think of what it's like to smell salt. It has a scent. It's crazy bracing. And that might be in there. Do you get salt?
I don't know. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's just because my brain's putting me at the beach. Does that make sense that I'm on a coast? I don't know.
Yeah, I get that too. There's something mysteriously awesome in this, and I'm having a little trouble picking it out. But there's some magic trick that's happening in this.
Yes, magic trick for sure. Because you can be at the beach and get like the seaweed coming in and the other stuff, and it's not that type.
Right.
It's a clean, fresh, fun thing, you know?
And it's almost like they took the beautiful orange lime of like a creamsicle and then took a little bit of the sweet out of it.
The zest
and then
is
left
there.
You with that creamsicle heart. That for me is the citrus. And then that balances with that original Seaforth spice.
I don't know how they can make it so creamy without being sweet.
Right. That's the essence of this that I think is creamy. I mean, I got a little bit of when I said creamsicle, but you were right. You're right. It's a creamy lime.
Because there is something more mild in that center.
Without it being coconut, get that out of your head. There's no coconut in this.
Yeah, it's not a tropical.
It is interesting too.
It's aquatic.
Right. It's not tropical. So I know I said Bahamas, but not tropical. More just like, because when I was in the Bahamas, it was just like the beach, some driftwood, rocks, and there weren't like plants.
Right.
It was just a beautiful beach, and it was about the waters and about those things, right? So that's totally creamy. Wow. Oh, this is
I can totally get why everyone said we should do this. And I'm glad we waited because I do feel like we have better noses now to get the full impression of it.
I don't know why I sort of thought of this more like a drugstore soap, like a Paraso or something. But no, this is y'all. This is on par with the best soaps we've covered.
Yeah, and it did say reimagined, so I'm not sure what necessarily like newer ingredients to make the scent or what that actually entailed. Right. But it is, to me, it's timeless. I don't get a vibe that it came from back in the day as much as some of the other aftershaves.
And I do get the vibe of this being on par with the most beautiful and quality ingredients that are used by the rest of the artisans in this industry.
Oh, I completely agree.
Wow. So you know what? They have a list of set notes, and I need to know how some of this magic was done. All right, so this is from the sales page, and there's a little paragraph, and then there's a list. So let's do the paragraph first.
All right, so we kind of started this earlier, but we didn't want to ruin things, so we're going to go back.
Little cologne-y?
That's what I said. Right,
anyway,
it's just, every whiff is a new fun thing. A juicy lime accord.
Yeah, I'm glad they said juicy.
Something, yeah.
You've seen those commercials for Sprite, like where they take a grater and they put it against the zest of a lime, and you just see that oil, that essential oil just pop right up. That's what I'm smelling in this. And
then a juicy lime accord is at the heart of the fragrance with the froth of waves.
That's it.
So that's the creamy thing we're getting.
And a tiny bit of the organics and a little bit of the creaminess for sure. And the salts, right?
Yeah, froth of waves crashing over the deck providing a salty ocean, and the deck is cedarwood
There it
undertone.
is, and a cedarwood undertone, because the cedar's
That
not
is a
listed
lighter
later in the scent
wood.
notes. I know there's cedar in this, and it's gorgeous. Coriander, pink pepper.
Oh, so that was kind of what we were getting.
That's it. That's
the seasoning,
some
but
of
it's
the
lighter.
spice, right? And the touch of West Indies Bay. Provide a spice melange that gives some brawn to a new modern classic.
Well, yeah.
Brawn is a great word.
Because it is masculine, but it's
it is
not.
strength, right?
It does
is.
have that.
Woo! I love that.
Such
and then
personality in there. Okay, so
here's
this
your
is
just list of scent notes. Ready? Go ahead.
Straight up list. Oh, it's a Tahiti
Tahitian lime makes
okay,
sense
we've had
to
it a
me.
few times. All
And
right,
then bergamot, not a far walk from Tahitian lime, right?
But that's why you were getting that kind of sweeter citrus.
And I love scent notes like this. Sea spray. Just sea spray.
Figure that out.
Don't worry about how
Okay.
we made it. Just enjoy the sea spray. Coriander, pink pepper.
Pink pepper. I do smell that, but I didn't know what that spice was.
Right. And then here's what keeps it a little bit barbershop-y. Oak moss.
moss.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Right?
Wow. I never expected this to be this incredible. And this needs to be considered among the great artisan soaps that we're dealing with on this show
And I've
right now.
seen that label go by in Shave of the Days, and there's another one that has a blue cover. Like there are different scents that they have.
And
So
we also got the Fleur.
we did, so they'll be back. Don't
it's
worry.
coming. And we weren't going to just get one of these.
No, we
These are
couldn't.
So,
We
wow,
learned
I'm
too much
so
good stuff.
excited. And let's see if there are any more secrets of this hiding in the lather. If you are new to wet shaving, don't judge your poor soaps off the puck. That's not how they were meant to be experienced. You got to mix them with a little water and a little air, and then those true colors are going to come shining out at you. This is Elaine Stritch, the freshly bathed Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Speaking of sea life, she just
And,
pretend.
and this is a lather.
I know, it woke up immediately,
That
too.
is exceptional. Y'all,
We did
I
not do
know
much.
we don't normally comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but look at that. Look at that. You can plaster the wall with it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, you ready?
Okay, I'm curious. I'm going to take one more.
Take it in off the puck. And then see
There
what
is
you
something
get.
sweeter here. I think at the beginning, I think it's the bergamot, but there is a little, that sweeter citrus is there.
Oh, I just smelled it.
You went
This needed water, which makes perfect sense to me because it's a Seaforth.
Sea,
It's about
right.
the ocean, right? Needed some water. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Take that in.
Yeah, there is more of like the fresh breeze off the water. or
Man,
something.
like crazy stuff comes out. It puts me on the beach to here.
Yeah.
When I'm smelling in here, I'm like, ooh, I'd like to go there. When I smell this, I'm like,
You're
oh, I am
there.
there. I'm there right
you
now.
like it too, yeah.
Ooh, do you want to do don't eat this.
I know it's meant to be more masculine. Like even look at the dude on the label, but I gotta say,
there's a dude on
I'm
the
loving it so far. Like,
Wow.
that is a refreshing, fun scent, especially now that it's winter. Like it adds to that actual like need for that summer vibe sometimes.
That creaminess is so there.
I know. I mean, you said it already. Like you feel like you're there now. Like from this smell, I am there, and I'm standing next to a bunch of fun guys. I feel like that they're all in like their button up like luau kind of vibe shirts. Like there's just that carefree but still masculine and fun time.
Just makes it smell even more professional and beautiful and crafted, knowing that Sean Maher had something to do with this.
Yes, right?
Because y'all, if you know his work from before, they are some of the most masterfully crafted scents you could possibly imagine.
all the
Which is
details.
why it does not surprise me. This is ringing our bell on the level that it is. Because,
Right. I was not expecting that. I have to say. I mean, not in a bad way, but sometimes we are skewed by the labels and things, and this is a very simple label.
Or just hearing that this was a cologne you could buy at a drugstore in the 60s, right? You don't expect to be greeted by a master perfumer when you crack the lid.
Yeah, no.
But wow.
Holy moly.
Wow. And I'm shocked at how much this changes in the lather, how much better it becomes, right?
I don't know how, but maybe we should go on a little trip to figure out how to take this a little deeper.
Oh, I think so, because I'm getting a little mint in this, and I have to talk about it right now. A tiny bit of spearmint. I mean, maybe this is just what my brain invents when I'm really loving a soap.
Right, but that hits you at home
I
for some
caught it
reason.
a little bit in Club Man. I'm catching it
But
in
it
this.
is that fresh vibe. Like, I get it. And I know we were saying at the beginning that we, as a company, they had to come up with a scent that would be pretty versatile, that would get most people and be young and fresh. And I get
You're
that.
going to make thousands of gallons of it before anyone gets to smell it. So it had better be a crowd pleaser. Right?
And I do get how this could hit more like the 20s, 30s, 40s age range for people to wear.
Right.
It has a younger, fun vibe to it.
Yeah, this does not have the DNA of those aftershaves and colognes from the 40s and 50s. The
Right,
page
I
was
get it.
absolutely right. This is more your 60s, 70s. Think like the beachy scene in the 60s, right? Like that, the surf scene.
And it was a
Maybe that's
different
kind of what it's
generation
about.
of a masculine scent, you know?
Yeah.
It's not meant to be that, a strict kind of energy.
No.
That new generation was much more like personable and kind of interactive, and that personality comes through here.
And not NorCal beaches. We've said that
Yeah,
before,
no.
but this might describe my last day at Huntington Beach, I'll tell you.
Oh,
because
fun.
there, and in SoCal, you go to the beach for all day and half the night, right?
Yeah.
Here in NorCal, you go for an hour or two.
That's about the limit.
But
yeah.
SoCal, you go for the weekend. And this kind of reminds me of those days.
I actually got the image of Jaws, that type of beach where you live on the
Oh,
beach.
yo.
And, but like more that summertime.
Right? If Sheriff Brody had a scent, right? Would this be it?
Or like that type of, that young crew that's hanging on the beach.
Right,
like I
Richard
get,
Dreyfuss's
I don't know,
scent, right?
but I got something like that.
Oh,
like
100%. This would not be the guy that runs the boat. This would not be the nails on the chalkboard guy. This isn't Shaw. This is Richard Dreyfuss.
But it's that energy, that type of small town, beach town
Right.
is encapsulated here.
Is there a splash, Seaforth? Because I think we have to put one on if I'm going to watch Jaws again. And I watch it often, so we'd better order quick. We were going to put in an order at TRC
Yeah, we
today,
may
so.
have to be back.
Wow. And just, you know what, Sue? Hold on. This gets a little bit feminine. Smell this and think of just like a lovely little spritz or cologne or something.
I agree. And on the puck there's something a little creamier, sweeter.
Yeah.
And from there, I completely agree. I know it's aimed towards the more masculine vibe.
Right.
But in that, I feel like I could totally pull it off. I gotta say. Or I give it a valiant effort.
A little more balanced, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is more feminine here, too.
Here,
Beautiful.
paint her on. Let's see.
Okay.
We do this
Taking
sometimes.
it outside the box here. Let's see.
Speaking of lather, look at that.
Oh. Yeah, totally
think?
smell.
There's no florals at all
Nope,
listed.
not listed. Doesn't mean
But-
there's not there.
No,
there's not
but
listed.
there is something from the sea spray
100%.
and bergamot
100%.
that on me, I gotta say,
Yes.
sweetened up
Almost
just a little.
Like a little bit of a carnation or an orange blossom or something like that.
And
right?
actually, speaking of Maher, I know he did one of the Zingari ones, and in that there was a fun floral off the coastal one.
You're right, for the Watchmen, right?
And we were both impressed. Like, is that how that's made?
Right.
And I don't know. It could be another part of the magic.
Mr. Maher, we are entranced, my friend. This is beautiful. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is be wandering around the city in the 1960s and, love your dad and grandpa, but you don't necessarily want to smell like them. You don't necessarily want to do what they do. So you're going to wander in. You're going to see, hey, Seaforth's got a new flavor on the shelf. It's got some citrus. It's got some new stuff to it. And it's got a lovely green label. Well, guess what? Dig that 28 cents out of your pocket and you just got your own. So head over to spearheadshaving.com where you'll find this and all kinds of other cool stuff.
I am back from using Sea Spice Lime, and I have to say it was a luxurious shave. I was so impressed as I was lathering that it just kept coming, and I was very indulged by the scent. I had it sitting next to me on the bath, and I could really just smell all of the pieces coming together. And I'm kind of sad we don't have the splash, so I think we're gonna have to get that. But overall, a wonderful shave and a great base. We'll definitely have to try some more of these. Welcome to Messages.
Hey, y'all, we recently did our first chiseled face, and we were so beguiled, we figured we'd have a giveaway, so you can try it too. If you are in the United States and Canada, please send an email to wesetyou@thebarbershopduet.com and mention chiseled face. And on the 17th of March, check back to our episode to see if you are our lucky winner, and best of luck. I'm going to say it.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it.
Say it.
Citrus was one of the things that when we came into this world, I knew might be a little tricky for me.
Yep.
I got over it so fast.
Yeah.
But that being said, this might be the top of my F-word citrus list.
I can see why, though. I can
This
totally
might
get
be my
that.
favorite citrus, y'all. I can't believe it. This is amazing.
I'm so glad we finally caved and listened to clearly the brethren who knew what they were
Man.
talking about.
And,
I mean,
let's briefly discuss the lime. It's a perfect lime. It is a perfect lime. And I love that it's not too potent.
Right.
It just sits there doing what lime does, bringing everything else together in a clean, friendly, juicy kind of way.
And we've seen Tahitian lime before, but I don't think until it was in some, like, this kind of mix-up that we could really appreciate.
To kind of be the star.
It's a different type of lime.
But was the kind of star that's very generous with their ensemble. Yo, it's all here. It is all here.
I don't know if we can even finish the episode. I think we're too distracted. We're just going to have to sit here and whiff the soap.
I don't think I can smell Jaws ever again without the splash of this. So I really hope there is one. I'm going to head over and check it out.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.